Okay, so now we are basically vlogging with a Galaxy S23 Ultra and new Sony ZV-E1. So this one here is the Sony ZV-E1. This one here is the Galaxy S23 Ultra. So one thing I can immediately see is the shake on the Galaxy is bad. I don't know why, but the video is very shaky. And on obviously the ZV-E1, it's actually quite good. So yeah, that's one of the things. The field of view is roughly the same because I've got a 24mm on here and it's on dynamic active, so it's roughly about 28, which is about what the Galaxy S23 is. I think it's a little bit less. But yeah, that's one of the things that frustrates me when I watch reviews or comparison videos on between cameras or between cameras and phones, is that people never test them in low light situations like this. Because when do you actually vlog? Do you always vlog in daylight? Do you always do video in daylight? Probably not. You're probably going to spend a lot of times indoors if there is light or not, and you're going to get shots like this. So if I stand here and I compare the footage now from the Galaxy S23 Ultra and the Sony, it's not even a contest. But if I walk to a place where there's a lot of light, like here, now suddenly the footage looks a bit more comparable. But yeah, it's not always the case where you have like 7 or 8 lights above you that basically gives you this amazing light. So yeah, that's just something that I think a lot more people will have to do when they actually do test, is low light test first of all, and second is video test. Don't test pictures, because pictures are also low light pictures. You get these night pictures. The problem is that if anything's moving, it doesn't really work. So, and obviously you have this crazy amount of time you can leave the shutter open. So it's very difficult to compare pictures. But video, you can't leave the shutter open for half a second, because you need to produce like 60 frames a second or 50 frames a second or whatever. So yeah, that's the difference between a phone and a camera. Okay, now the other nice thing about obviously having a camera and not a phone is that you can change lenses. So what I've done now is I've changed to the other 24mm. This is quite a bit bigger one physically, but it's an f1.4, where the other one was the f2.8. So now we're getting a lot more light into the camera. Previously, obviously, we got half the amount of light. Now we now we basically get double the amount of light into the camera. So now if we go to a very dark place, like maybe it's fairly dark. Now we can see an even bigger difference between the phone and the camera. And the camera at the moment is on ISO 6400, so that's sort of the difference, or that's where it's sitting at the moment. And yeah, the phone it's very bad. So now obviously also the phone, because it needs to slow down the shutter speed so much in a darker place, the shake comes through quite a lot more. I've been reviewing the footage now on the computer between the phone and the camera, and I see that the sound from the phone is quite a bit better compared to the camera. I did actually not expect that. For some reason, the phone somehow managed to completely eliminate the echo. The reason I think this is happening is because the phone's got a microphone on each side of the phone, so they can do better noise cancellation. And an echo is obviously your voice bouncing against the wall and coming back. So it is kind of background noise in that way. So I think with the phone, they can actually filter it out so much better. So yeah, that was actually quite interesting. I did not expect that. So that's a yay for a phone. Cool. Awesome. If you like this, remember to press the button. If you want to see more, remember to subscribe. This is Steve. Until next time. Ciao.